everybody, and welcome to Fit and Fine. I'm your host, Sheron Mickey. I'm so excited to be here. Today I brought this very special, handsome guest who is the author of this wonderful book, Love Is Not a Game, Mr. Najieb. Welcome.
Hey, how are you doing, Sheron? Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. I'm fit and fine, and obviously so are you.
Oh, thank you. You definitely are. You look great.
Thank you. Najieb, it's just been talking to you. There were so many great things about this book that I'm excited about because, as you said, it's a manual. But I want to get my guests up to speed as to what we're doing.
Okay.
So the first thing I would like to do is introduce this book, Love Is Not a Game, by Mr. Najieb, this handsome gentleman here. And I want to read you a few things of what he says about the author. Check this out. My name is Najieb. We are the same. I want only love and to be loved. I am a student of life. The universe is my university. My relationships are my classrooms, and everyone is my teacher. Now, those words are so profound. That's why I had to start it off this way. Najieb, what do you mean by that?
Well, if you just start at the top, it
Yes.
says, we are the same, which
Yes.
means anyone can pretty much substitute their name in here and it'll be the same. So, pretty much we are the same. You, Sheron, and I, everyone, we're the same when it comes to love. So, you want only love and to be loved, right?
Yes.
All right. So, you are a student of life. You are a student of life. Your relationships are your classrooms. Your universe is your university. And everyone is your teacher. And that's where I learned the curriculum in this book from, my own life. It's not about, okay, I went to school and studied and so and so. It's more about just noticing. How about this? I'll tell you real quick in 30 seconds how I wrote this book. And anybody can understand this. All right?
Okay, all right.
So it says here that I'm not an expert on love, I'm a student of love's ways, right? Now, the thing is, we don't necessarily know what love is and how to do it all the time because we all have different meanings and understandings for it. But love is one thing, though, everyone. I just want to say, love is one thing. And when we have different interpretations of it, it causes us problems. And I realized that, in my life there's a theme about how relationships don't work, and I just want to look at those things and do the exact opposite.
Yes.
So if in my relationships then arguments and arguing never works, then why don't we just stop with that? Right? If going down the guilt trip and trying to guilt trip myself with someone else never worked, maybe I should stop. How would love look at it? Love would say you're innocent, you're not guilty. Love would say there's nothing to argue about. We're partners, we're on the same team. Argument is a competition of inflamed feelings. And feelings do what all the time? They change.
Yes.
So you cannot rely on your feelings as a standardized way of how to approach and speak and act with your partner. And just a clarification on partner, this is a manual for loving relationships. A loving relationship is a healthy relationship.
Right.
This manual is for partners to use together. You do not have to be in an intimate relationship to be partners. Once again, anyone who you say, hey Sheron, I'm looking at this great book right now. You'd like to read a chapter with me? You'd like to check it out? That's as easy as that. It's a conversation. You have a conversation with this book. It's about sharing this knowledge together and this wisdom. Again, to continue, and that was my whole thing about how to write the book. Take what you already know don't work and just do the opposite, right?
Yes.
Do the opposite. So, okay. So this manual is my gift to you. It's for you. It's an operational guidebook on the wisdom of love taught to me by my teachers, meaning everyone I'm in any kind of relationship with. I'm not an expert on love. I'm a student of love's ways. I offer this manual to you as an alternative to the insanity we've all been taught about relationships and love. I personally would rather someone have given me this book to read than to have written it. Really, I didn't write this book because I necessarily wanted to be an author about love and come out. I wrote it because I had to.
Yeah.
I needed sanity and peace.
Yes.
And like we said, the main thing that brings us the most joy and the most pain in our lives are what? our relationships.
That's right.
So that's one area that we do well to get it right, at least in our lifetime. And we can do it. We can do it like that because love is easy and simple and it's instantaneous. So just to go into the title, Love is Not a Game, I thought it was a great title. What do you think?
I love it.
Just about as great as Fit and Fine, right? So I wanted to read the very first page of the book, meaning the very first page. As soon as you open the cover, you find a chart that says Principles of Love and Games. So I want us to understand, what do we mean by Love is Not a Game? That's not just a fly title. It actually has meaning. And I wanted to align our understanding with what love is with something we all already understand, which is games. So let's look at the principles of games and look at the principles of love. So I'll read the principles of games on this side, and you can read the one on love. Okay?
Awesome. All right.
So, fundamental principles of love and games. Principles of games. Number one, competition, meaning there's opposing teams and opponents.
Principles of love, no competition. Everyone is on the same team. Partners.
Partners, how about that? And also this book spans all age ranges. It's not just for adults. I have a radio show that I do on a regular basis. You could email us at loveisnotagameradio@gmail.com to receive a copy of the PDF of this book for free if you'd like to try before you buy. You know, it's for you. Again, that's my offer. You do have to email though. I'm sure the information will be provided. Also, you know, we have kids on the show. We have, you know, teenagers and kids who talk about it. We have people of all ages and all around the world. People listening in from India, from Australia, Canada, Ghana, everywhere. So
everywhere.
It's love is universal. So that's what I'm talking about. This is not, oh, so what's your target market? What's your niche? Are you a human being? All right, then this book is for you. Okay. And it's better to start off young before we get too programmed into this whole game side,
right,
which is what we're going to continue. So with the principles of games, there's a winner and a loser.
With the principles of love, everyone always wins. No one ever loses.
That sounds great. All right, let's do that. Principle of games, a scoreboard. We keep score, right? Earn points when you score based on what you do or don't do.
Principles of love, no scoreboard. Doesn't keep score. There are no points to earn. Everyone's expression of love is maximal.
Maximal meaning infinite, right? So if you give someone a flower or you give them the keys to a new house, if that was done in an earnest, authentic expression of love, sincerity, and gifting, then it's the same. Right? You gave $1, if you gave $100,000. If you gave that for that person to benefit from with absolutely no expectation in return, it was love. But if I gave you 1 penny and I'm like, I want interest on that, and I'm coming back next week, you better have 3 pennies for me, then that's not love. That's a transaction, which is not love.
Right.
Which is talked about in this book in chapter 9 called Love is Freedom. To continue, in games we have rules, restrictions, and limitations. You can be in the wrong by breaking the rules. You need to follow the rules.
Principles of love, no rules to break. Love is unlimited. Love is never wrong. Love is free. Do what you want to do.
Exactly. We are responsible for ourselves, and we're grown, so we're going to do what we want to do. And that's the thing about people trying to control other grown people in relationships. Slavery is over, y'all. It's gone. We're off. There's no plantation owners. There's no overseers. We're free. So we are free to love. Like when someone calls you on the phone, it's because they want to call you, right? When you call them, you call because you want to call them, because you want to talk to them. There's no, oh, you owe me. You have to call me at this time. You have to text me. You have to text me back within a certain time frame. You know, there's a chapter in that about that too. Same chapter, chapter 9. But this book offers us practical application of how to use the principles in this book. The principles apply for every relationship and everything. So I promise you this book is unlike any book you've ever read or heard about in your life. And I don't say that to boast. I just say that because it's true. And I've done a lot of research in my writing of this book, and I've seen that a lot of the standard popular relationship manuals and books, I can't say all of them because I haven't read all of them, but a lot of them don't offer solutions that are helpful to everyone. And this is the thing. If it's real love, it's for everyone. It's for you, it's for me, it's for you, it's for everyone all the time. Maximally, meaning equally and infinitely. So if I'm offering something just for married people, or just for single people, or just for, counseling for just you're in this kind of relationship, or just for parenthood, it's not covering everything. We need to know what love is first before we start saying, oh, I love you. What's the 3 words that people want to hear, but then you hear it and you get scared in a relationship? I love you, right? Because we don't know. Everyone who said that to us in the past, somehow we ended up hurt somehow, right?
Yes.
So you're like, have you just opened fire on me? Were you taking aim at me? Or is this a actual genuine offering? We get suspicious. So how is the word, the one that's supposed to point back to something that everyone wants, that you are, cause so much pain and misery and confusion, and everybody's running around with their own understanding of it? If I said, Sheron, I have some water over here that, I want to give you, but sometimes, water's wet, right? But if you come around a certain time of the day, it's dry. Would you believe that?
I never had dry water.
Or if I had a fire, right? And I'm like, hey, this fire warms up the house, but sometimes it gets cold. The fire, it burns, but it burns cold. Does that make any sense?
Not really. I don't feel good.
It's like, what? So that's
those
what
are
happened.
great analogies, though. That was really good.
Well, thank you. I got it right out the book.
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna forget chapter 9. Gotta read the whole entire book.
I say that because elements such as water and fire, we can all agree that is going to be wet all the time, or hot when?
All the time.
All the time. So if you're telling me that it's somehow cold, then you may be talking about something that's cold, but you're not talking about
fire.
And you may be talking about something that's dry, but you're not talking about
water.
So if I'm talking about love is healing, and then you talking about love is painful, then are we talking about love anymore? If it's hurting you, it's not love. Think about it. If it hurts you even one time, it's not love. If you have children, or if you know about having children, just think about this. You prepare food for your children. You make sure that you're like, you know what? Today I just want to poison them. I know for every other day in their life, I've just made food that was healthy and nourishing. But today it's gonna kill you. Yeah, it's gonna kill you. All right. What is that? Is that a good parent?
That's not love.
It's not love. If it ever hurts you one time, it's like, okay, everybody, we having dinner every day, but once a year on a certain day, we have to put a little bit of cyanide on the food. Why? Why are you poisoning the food? Because it's not love. That love doesn't do that. Love would never hurt you. That's the point, and we need to stop with that thought that love is painful. Now the question may be, well, how come I'm confused about what you're saying? It's because we are all confused about love.
Yes.
Everyone who said, I love you, I'm not going to say everyone, but most of the times we say, I love you, or someone says, I love you, and that same relationship is a source of pain. So it becomes confusing to us. It's like, I'm going to this person, they're here to support me and whatnot, at the same time they're like, It's like, whoa, what happened? It's like, no, I love you,
Right.
Get some ice for that.
Exactly.
Then, turn around,
Yes.
And then it's like, well, what are you, and with the book too?
Ouch.
So it's the confusion is in what we call the program, which is the blocking of love, and that's fear. Fear is the blocking of love, and it's basically the game. Love is not that. Love is not pain, and love is not a game. So we're making this clear. So let's continue. All right. So we were talking about principles of games, right? So we said no, follow the rules, and you said do what you want to do.
Right, correct.
So the next principle of games is that there are referees, meaning supervise and enforce rules. Like overseers, like what are you doing? And the referees make judgments and reward and punish behavior.
Principles of love. No referees. No supervisors. No judgments. No punishments.
Okay. So that must mean that we trust each other.
Exactly.
Okay, because you know what love is? Love is trust. Okay? Love is honesty. Love is communication. Love is peace of mind. Love is truth. Love is being happy. Love is joining in peace with each other and joining in happiness and play and fun. That's love. So when you're having, if it's not honesty and someone's not telling you the truth, what do you call that person?
Dishonest?
Exactly. And lying. Love is not that. Love would not lie to you. So dishonesty, deception, misdirection, confusion, that's not of love. Love is about honesty, truth, clarity, which is why I can give it to everybody. That's why I'm saying it's not just for some partner that you may have a romantic relationship with, because maybe we won't be doing the same romantic things together, but I can say I love you, meaning I'm honest with you. But I'm honest with you too and everyone else in my life. So I can love everyone by being honest. Makes sense, right? So that's the thing. Love is not gonna express itself the same way, but the outcome is gonna be the same on a level of content.
That sounds awesome.
Yes. So here's another one. Attached to a specific outcome, meaning I'm trying to get something. The goal is to win. This is the principle of games. We play to win. We're in it to win it. What about love?
Unattached to a specific outcome. Not trying to get anything. Goal is to enjoy the experience. Have fun. I'm in it for the experience.
How about that? All right. And let's do a couple more. So there's time limits in games. They begin, they end, and they take timeouts. Relationships that take timeouts. Yeah.
Principles of love. Transcends times. No beginnings. No ending. Love takes no breaks. No timeouts.
Absolutely. And I invite you to, go on Amazon.com. You can order the book. It's Love Is Not a Game by Najieb, and you'll see it, just these bright red letters here, love, and a simple cover. Also, you can follow us on social media at Is Not a Game Media. Just the @ sign, and then Is Not a Game. If you search that in your internet, you'll find the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff is there. Our website is Not a Game. Simple, just Is Not a Game without the love, because this is going to be a series. So there's love. The next book is going to be Communication Is Not a Game, and the book after that is going to be Trust Is Not a Game. So it's going to be a trilogy, and yeah. So I hope
I'm so excited.
Talk more about it and share.
He on Fit and Fine every time.
Every time, love is on our mind. Fit and Fine. So I know we are, running out of time right now, but
I'm so excited, Najieb. Thank you so much for being on my show. I mean, you've been so thorough and giving me the opportunity to kind of go and sing with you. I feel special. I feel like you love me. I got love.
And yes, that's your book.
Thank you.
I'm gonna autograph it, and we're gonna,
Please.
It's gonna be Fit and Fine.
And it's gonna be my bestseller.
All right now, and I hope that you use it in every relationship in your life with everyone and share it.
One quick question before we go.
Yeah.
I can use this with my son because
Absolutely.
you said I can use it with anyone. So we can really go through the manual together.
You can talk.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You know how much I love my son. So this is great. We're gonna start tonight.
Yes, and for all of those of you who are able to email and you want to receive the book immediately and just look at it first, email us at loveisnotagameradio@gmail.com. Just send a blank email, send just the word love, send your whole life story, it doesn't matter. If you send us an email, we'll send you a PDF of the book, which is the entire book, and you can then do what you want to do with that, because again, the book is for you. It's a manual. Please share it, and it's not a game. So thank you again.
That's
Sheron.
one of the series.
One out of the series. We
Yes.
also need communication and trust. And if you look at how it lines up, trust, love, and communication spells out what? TLC.
Oh.
Yeah, it just happens that way. TLC is not a game.
I like that.
So stay tuned. We're always going to have more, because you can never run out of content when you're talking about love and when you're loving. So remember to stay in the present moment, and remember to love fully and maximally, and that you are love, and love is not a game.
So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Najieb. You are just so wonderful.
Thank you.
And until next time,
Fit and Fine.
speech lets me know I'm living in the ghetto. We're living in the ghetto. We're living in the ghetto. We're living in the ghetto.
Happy anniversary, man.
Mr. Wilmington, it is a privilege to be your wife this day and the days ahead. I love you, babe. Happy anniversary. Thank you.
My poem is titled Dark Seed. Mommy, we can make liars out of the naysayers and bricklayers of deception, those who have tried to curse my birth from its very inception.
I want a baby.
We both said we didn't want kids.
I know.
Matter of fact, you insisted on it.
I know, but that was 5 years ago. You know, I've changed my mind.
Can we have this conversation?
Can't you picture a little me or a little Idris Jr. running around here getting on my last?
You're just romanticizing shit. You're not thinking about how much we'd be giving up. There'd be no more me time. No more you time. No more we
I
time.
wanna have your goddamn baby. I wanna have your baby!
I'm not a lesbian, but I got a girlfriend. She got me feeling like a kid again. And I gotta make the song cry. So I wrote this love song to my do-or-die. A mixed chick and I love her looks. Birth the illest MCs out her flat bush. She taught me early from a little girl. She's kinda like a whole nother world. My whole other world. My baby girl keeps me coming back. She shouted out no matter where she at. Brooklyn, how cool is that? She was divided with hating lines. Diversified, gentrified, solidified the source of my pride. And I ride for my Brooklyn. Girl, I love you. Singing love songs to my borough. Brooklyn, I love you. Brooklyn, girl, I love you. Singing love songs to my borough. Brooklyn, I love you. Brooklyn, girl, I love you. Singing love songs to my borough.
Just your dungarees, and I believe in all of your abilities. Black girl, black girl, black girl, you could rock the world with just your dungarees, and I believe in all of your abilities.
Now she is my wife, I'm the man of the family. I threw her a curve, now my baby won't believe me. All platinum years, time to face my fears. What we had was beautiful. I'm the rock of this family. Hear me when I say you cannot be replaced.
Rose. Rose. Santara Rose.
Santero Rose, your sweet desire, Moscato sweet.